Hi folks, Torpedo Heat here. Here's a common issue people are having with the Anytone Quad 6 Pro. Okay, this here is the Anytone Quad 6 Pro, and this radio has the latest updates in it. Okay, it has a patch cord or whatever you want to call it that comes with the radio that you can hook it to the computer and update it. Okay, so the NRC button right here, okay, people have been having issues where they turn that on and the people on the transmitting stations sound like they're in a fishbowl, or they sound like they're in a tin can when they're talking. So let's see how this sounds. There's not a lot of traffic out here, but okay, first of all, to let you know, I have this radio set right now to display SWR when I squeeze the mic, okay? So you see that when I squeeze the mic, it goes to SWR. Keep that in mind so that you know what I'm doing. All right. Now, noise reduction is off. The noise reduction circuitry is off, okay? And when a signal comes in, I'm going to turn it on. And you'll be able to hear it. It sounds like it's in a fishbowl. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Just my luck conditions. Anyway, listen to it. See, everything sounds fishy now. See if we can get any stations to come in. Okay, now you saw when I turned that noise reduction circuitry off, it's off. When you turn it on, the icon lights up. Okay, turn it off. Turn it on, it sounds like you're in a fishbowl. I wish there were some people talking. Let me see what 385 is doing. Okay, listen to the receive with the NRC off. Now I'm going to turn it on. See that? Everybody sounds like they're in a fishbowl. When I turn the receive noise reduction circuit on with this button, it sounds like, I'm going to turn it off now. Now it sounds normal. Okay, what that is I'm going to turn it down. You go into the menu, the function button up here on the top, and hold it. And you see I've already got it set to menu number 29. Okay, receive X noise reduction. Push the button. Too late. Receive X noise reduction. Enter that, and I'm on 5, level 5 noise reduction. Sorry about this camera, it doesn't look like it's doing too good. Okay, so I'm on level 5 noise reduction. On receive X noise reduction. Okay, so level 5, key out of that. You can hear people. It's on level 5. When I turn noise reduction on, they're going to sound like they're in a fishbowl. See that? It sounds like they're in a fishbowl. See? Okay, so turn it off. It sounds normal again. So what you have to do is Anytone is one of the few companies who's given you receive noise reduction options. and concentrated on that as well as transmit. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Go into the menu, Receive X Noise Reduction, click on that, it's on 5. You're trying to reduce all that noise. Go to 1, okay, key the mic, go out of that. Now, I'm on Receive X Noise Reduction level 1. Sounds normal. Now, I'm going to turn on the noise reduction circuit. Still sounds normal. And the noise reduction circuit is on. Okay. This guy. So I'm going to go back to 555 to get away from that guy. Okay, there's not many people out here. Let's see if 37. Okay, so you see when you turn RXNR to level 1 and you have the noise reduction circuit turned on, it's fine. When you have it set on level 5, it's over reducing too much noise. It's processing too much. Okay, now you also have your TX noise reduction, okay, and you have levels 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. I keep mine on level 3. Now, if you notice, okay, the RX and TX noise reduction, click on that, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, there's no off. It doesn't turn off, okay? You go to RX noise reduction, click on that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is no off, see? You can't turn it off, okay? So you want that on level 1, okay? And both the RX and the TX noise reduction menu item options are controlled by the noise reduction circuit. Okay, so the noise reduction circuit contains RX noise reduction and TX noise reduction. Okay, now, I have RX noise reduction set on level 1 and NRC circuit is on, and there's the icon right there. And I'm gonna, oh sorry, wrong knob. I'm gonna turn the volume up and you see it still sounds normal. Whether it's on, I'm gonna turn it off, still sounds normal. Okay, now you saw that the TX is set to level 3. Okay, but the TX noise reduction, which is your transmit, is not showing. There is no icon for it. So remember, I have this radio set to show SWR when I key the mic. Okay, watch. Okay, so it goes to SWR. To turn on transmit noise reduction, TXNR, you have to squeeze the mic like this, hit the NRC button, and you see TX came on. Okay, so you're on receive noise reduction right now, receive noise reduction, but watch the R is going to turn to a T. See that? The R turns into a T. Okay, so to turn on transmit TX noise reduction, you have to squeeze the mic, so you see it's on, you can push the noise reduction circuit and that will turn it off. Okay, now the TX noise reduction circuit is on, off, so the R will not this camera's not doing too good, I don't think. The R is not going to change to a T. Okay, see that? The R is not going to change to a T. So, to turn that on, there you go. Now it's on. And when you key up, that R will turn into a T. See that? The R turns into a T. That's how you turn TX noise reduction on. So if you're going to use the noise reduction circuit, you need to set the RXNR at 1. And then the people won't sound like they're in a fishbowl. Okay, now, I also have the high cut. My high cut filter is on, and my noise blanker is on. And the noise reduction, the receive noise reduction circuit is on. So the radio's not putting out a whole lot of noise. And listen to it. It's fairly quiet. If I turn noise reduction circuit off, it gives you more noise. And when you turn noise reduction circuit on for the receive and it's set to number 1, it doesn't make people sound like they're in a tin can or in a fishbowl. Okay, now TX is on. See, it changed to a T. RX, receive X noise reduction, transmit noise reduction. Okay, when you squeeze the mic and it goes into that, hit that, that turns that off. Your receive noise reduction is still on. Okay, and then it goes out when you transmit, because that's how the circuit works. Okay, so that's how you keep people from sounding like they're in a fishbowl when you use that noise reduction circuit, which works really well. Again, Anytone has given you those extra options to clean up the receive if you get a dirty signal. And most radios will give you an NB or an ANL or whatever. Okay, Anytone is giving you a noise blanker, a high cut, and receive X noise reduction circuit in levels. Okay, now, the TX noise reduction, when you reduce noise and put it on 5 on your transmit, I'm on TX noise reduction, click on that, turn it up to 5. That's going to remove some of the bass in your voice. It's going to take some of that bass out of there. Okay, so you also have tone. Okay, low is 3K, high is 4K. Okay, you want to 4K is factory standard, but if you set it on 3K, your voice will be just a touch higher. Okay, because it removes some of the bassiness of your voice, and you still sound normal, but you are some of the bass is gone out of your voice, and the higher pitched tone, as you know, like Roger beeps are way up high and all that, those tones get through better. Okay, so turn your tone to 3K, okay, and then go into TXNR and turn it to 3 or 5, wherever you want it, because it's not going to, but I use it in the middle, and that's going to remove, that's 2 functions on the transmit that remove some of the bass from your voice, and it makes the radio much more punchy, and it can punch through train wrecks. It can, it's like bringing the frequency of your voice higher. Okay, now Anytone on the tone, okay, it says low 3K, high 4K. Low is actually the reduction, so it's not like your subwoofer on your stereo where the lows, the numbers are really, really low. Okay, when you have it on low, it's a low noise reduction. You have more treble to your voice. When you have it on high, it's not reducing as much. Okay, so it's almost backwards, but that's how it works. So to make your radio more punchy on tone, you put it on 3K, okay? And then when you go to TXNR, wait a minute, sorry. TXNR, click on that. You can set that wherever you want. And again, you notice there is no off. There is no off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? There is no off for that. RX noise reduction, set at 1 through 5. Okay, there is no off. On and off is controlled by the NRC button, and the on and off can turn on either function on its own. Okay, so again, noise reduction is on, there's the icon, and TX reduction is not on, so the icon disappears. So when I squeeze the mic, hit the noise reduction function, TX comes up. Okay, now noise reduction for receive is on, and noise reduction for transmit on, and that R is going to turn into a T. See that? That R turns into a T. Okay, but the main problem that people have is sounding like you're in a fishbowl. So I'm going to show you again. Receive noise reduction, okay, is on 5. Listen, everybody sounds like they're in a fishbowl. Listen to it. They're all in a fishbowl. See? So, you go into the receive X, turn it down to 1, and they sound normal. Okay, so if you're having an issue when you turn on the noise reduction circuit on the receive noise reduction circuit section, turn your receive in your menu, turn the RXNR to 1, okay, and it will reduce a whole lot of noise. I would do 1 or 2. Now, if you don't turn the noise reduction circuit on for TX or RX, when you go into the menu and set your RX noise reduction like here at number 5, it's not doing anything, okay, until you turn the circuit on. Okay, you have to turn receive X noise reduction and transmit X noise reduction on here and again separately. So I'm going to show you. TX noise reduction is on. See, it changes to a T. All right. So to turn that off, you squeeze the mic, hit the button. Now TX noise reduction is off. And when you transmit the RNR, the receive, obviously you're not receiving when you squeeze the mic, so that icon will go out. See that? It goes out. And then to turn it back on, you squeeze the mic, hit the button, and now you go from RX, noise reduction, to TX. RX to TX. See that? Okay, so again, set your RX noise reduction at 1. Set your TX noise reduction at about 3, okay? And then your tone should be set at 3K. And that will make your radio much more punchy because it takes out some of the bass out of your voice. And, treble again, the higher pitched tones travel better on the frequencies, the 10, 11, 12 meters, 15 meters that this radio is capable of going on. Okay, this is a 10 to 15 meter radio. It's the Quad 6 Pro, and it has been updated on the computer to the latest software for the radio. but this works with most of the generations of software that it has, even if your radio hasn't been updated. So if you're going to use noise reduction function on receive to get rid of some of that scratchy sound, okay, go into the menu again, RX noise reduction, click on that, put it on 1. Okay, receive noise reduction, put it on 1. And then you can turn the NRC button on or off, and it won't give you that fishbowl sound. Okay, noise reduction circuit is off. TX is on. I'm going to turn it on for receive. Okay, receive noise reduction is on, but they don't sound like they're in a fishbowl. And again, that's because in the receive X noise reduction function, it's set to 1. And it's not over processing the signal. Okay, so that's how you use your noise reduction function for receive and transmit in the radio, okay, on the Anytone Quad 6 Pro. Now, I've never run a Quad 6, so I don't know what functions it has or what menu line item numbers it has. But for the Quad 6 Pro that has the latest updates for the software for the radio, turn your RXNR in the menu items to 1. And when you push your your noise reduction circuit in here and turn it on, the people will not sound like they're in a fishbowl. So anyway, we appreciate you watching. If you leave a comment, we appreciate it. Thumbs up, all that. If you have any questions, or if I didn't make the video good enough and you don't understand, just leave a comment and I'll explain it to you again in the comments, no problem. Because a lot of people go through this with this radio, and I actually went through it myself for a period of time. Okay, so it's okay, you know, because the manual doesn't tell you this. The manual doesn't tell you this. It's not online. It might be online somewhere, but the manual doesn't tell you this. Okay, I have the manual right here in front of me, and it doesn't tell you even how to turn the TX noise reduction on. So I'm going to show you one last time. Noise reduction function is off. I'm going to go into RX noise reduction and put it on 5. Okay. Now, when I turn it on, it's going to sound like noise reduction is off, right? I'm going to turn it on and listen to the difference. See that? You can't even understand them. It's over processing the signal. So when you push the menu, receive X noise reduction, click on that, turn it to 1, click out of that, now it's clear. Receive noise reduction is on, and they don't sound like they're in a fishbowl. And again, using the menu items, it does not do anything until you operate the circuit from here. The menu says receive X noise reduction and TX transmit X noise reduction 1 through 5. It doesn't have an off. This says noise NRC, noise reduction circuit. It doesn't say TX or RX because this controls the noise reduction circuit, TX and RX. So anyway, again, we certainly appreciate you watching. We hope we help some guys out there with the Anytone Quad 6 Pro with the latest software updates. And thumbs up, blah, 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 all that. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching Torpedo Heat TV. And as usual, have a good day. Noise reduction is on, and it sounds clear.
Thousands of people marching against Donald Trump. They don't want a
Thanks for watching.
You don't want fashion.